It's tricky, isn't it, when you've got that all-important milestone birthday coming up? Who to invite, who not to invite. But it's even more tricky when, of course, you are the Duchess of Cambridge. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. Lovely to see you today. Very crisp start to the day. Up bright and early. Yes, I hope you are too. I know we haven't got long now. No slacking. But back as ever, I'm only teasing, but back as ever to your Breaking Ball story of the day. Now, as we know, Catherine, Kate Middleton, to some people around the world, the Duchess of Cambridge, is fast approaching a rather important milestone birthday. I do feel sorry for you ladies who are famous, by the way. When you hit these birthdays, it's all over the media, isn't it? You know, there's no escape from it. And of course, Catherine just remains incredibly beautiful. Whatever people say, you know, I think she looks the best she's looked. And as she's approaching that big birthday, we won't say the number, let's be kind, she has a few dilemmas on her hands. But what are they? Well, according to good sources, the bigger problem that Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, has is that Prince William apparently wanted to organise a, big bash, as you can imagine. He wants to celebrate his wife, she's stunningly beautiful. They've got 3 wonderful children, and he wants to show off to the world, as people do. But of course, the bigger problem is this. Well, it's twofold really, because Prince William had planned the initial stages of a party. This is all coming up, of course, next year. But the problem that you have is these ongoing measures and lockdowns and pandemics and all that sort of stuff. It's very difficult to organise anything. As we saw recently with our gracious Majesty the Queen, she planned all of Christmas at Sandringham. Can you imagine? She's spent ages, wrapping the presents up around the tree, getting the food in, going to the supermarket. I'm jesting, but you know what I'm saying. Lots of preparation going to these things, and then they're cancelled at the last minute, as they are with everybody around the world. Well, aren't we all fed up of lockdowns? But of course, the bigger problem is Prince William, as I say, can't really organise that type of party. But it could come as something of a blessing. And let me explain the reasons why. A source tells me that Prince William also had the dilemma of, well, what would he do? Because, of course, there's 2 ways round this party, isn't there? If you think about it, it would seem rude if they didn't invite Harry and Meghan, but of course they could come up with some kind of excuse. But on the other side of the coin, of course, if the numbers have to remain slight because of the pandemic and the ongoing battle with COVID-19 and Omicron, then that really solves the problem, doesn't it? You can't have too many people around the table. Now, Catherine, as I've told you before, is one of these forgiving people, wants life to move forward, everybody to get on, and she's quite willing to forgive and forget some of the things that was said in that now infamous Oprah Winfrey interview. But according to a very good source, Prince William is struggling with so many things, doesn't seemingly want to forgive and forget, as you can imagine. So moving forward, where that leaves Catherine's 40th spectacular birthday remains to be seen. It could be a quiet affair now over 2 days with 2 separate parties, or indeed a very scaled down one-on-one. I don't just mean him and her, but just very close friends, perhaps 6. And then, of course, they'd no doubt go and stay with her family and celebrate all over again. Let's not forget, both of them reached the ripe old age this year, or should I say, the spectacular age of 40. I'm dreading it myself, aren't you? But of course, it's even more difficult when you are members of the British monarchy, because if you don't invite the people, people say you're unfriendly, and if you do invite them, then the people that don't like them attack you. Is there really any winning? My advice, Kate? Just get the cake, blow out the candles, and make 3 wishes. And who knows, they may just come true. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.